Okay, we're rolling.
Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
Gotta get me some boats and hoes.
I don't know the words.
That's all we know from Step Brothers?
Don't they just keep saying the same thing over and over
No,
again?
he was like,
Don't they talk about the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria?
yeah, the Santa Maria.
Where you at, Manna?
I don't know the song.
When I come, I produce a quart. And she's like, Brandon, that's gross. And he's like, what, Mom?
I've seen it once.
What?
I've seen Step Brothers one time.
Get out of here.
Guys, welcome to Real Awkward.
Hey, guys.
Guys, I got to tell you something.
Thanks for tuning in.
Listen, we have to have an intervention with Amanda. She's only seen Step Brothers
Amanda's
one
out of the
time.
band.
Like I said, guys, this is the Real Awkward podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We commonly are awkward, but only to a degree. If you guys are hitting this up, today's episode is all about the man, the myth, the legend, Will Ferrell.
I'm also going to take a moment to say that my name is Amanda.
Oh, right. I forgot to introduce my co-hosts, Amanda
This is how this works every time. That's Andy.
and
Ashley.
Ashley, the producer, where we are going to do something called a street cred episode. Our street cred episodes are what, Amanda?
Okay, here's how it works. We're going to pull up somebody's IMDb page. We're going to start at the bottom, work our way to the top. Now we're here, and we're talking about it.
Yes, we are.
Probably going to shit on some movies. We might like a couple.
Maybe.
Andy's going to try and remember that when somebody's on a show, we don't talk about it until the show ends.
Right, and if I was 11 or 12 or 13, then I remember that movie.
Oh, yeah, and Andy's going to base every movie based off how old he was at the time.
Yes.
Know that going in.
Know that very well. Our producer, Ashley's going to run through that IMDb right now, and we are talking about Will Ferrell. And Ash, take her away. Amanda and I are awaiting your
Okay.
wonderful news.
John William Farrell.
What? Okay, that's first mind-blowing.
His name's John.
Yeah.
So interesting. He was born in Irvine, California,
Not that mind-blowing.
to Betty Kay, a teacher,
Cute.
and Roy Lee Farrell Jr., a musician.
Okay.
Cute.
Okay.
Graduate of University of Southern California, became interested in performing while a student at University High School in Irvine, where he made his school's daily morning announcements over the public address system in disguised voices.
Oh, see, so he was a jokester back then. Mm-hmm. Got it.
He started as a member of the LA comedy improv group The Groundlings.
Yep, I heard
Cool.
about that.
Yep.
So did a lot of the guys from Mad TV, too, I think.
A lot of comedians and actors went through
That's
The Groundlings.
Canadian, right? Groundlings?
LA, I said.
Oh, maybe I should listen.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
In 95, he became a feature cast member of SNL.
Damn, so he's been doing it for 25
And then
years?
when did he join
Fun
the
fact,
Red
he
Hot
was
Chili Peppers?
he was declared quite possibly the worst cast member ever in the first season.
Really?
I need to go back and watch his original bits. I wonder if they were bad.
It must have
Interesting.
been. All right, let me get
Well,
to my
his
thing.
his humor has always been very like awkward humor.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah.
an awkward dude.
And honestly, like a lot of his stuff on the show was like the same character over and over and over again.
Yeah, he was just like this innocent, goofy dude all the time.
Well, or like he would do Alex Trebek over and over,
Yeah.
and then he was doing George Bush for a while, and that was hilarious.
Mhm. His George Bush was pretty good.
And then I want to say it was Rachel Dratch, but like they did like the weird couple who called each other lover all the time. and,
Oh, yeah.
they'd
I
be in
remember.
the
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
tub
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
They'd
yeah.
be
like
very
that.
uncomfortable. That was
And then
funny.
I mean, come on, like I'm sorry, I know we're gonna get to SN. Do we want to talk about SNL later?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, fine.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We could go on a while.
Okay.
Okay. So he started out doing a lot of like one episode of a sitcom kind of thing. So he's in an episode of On Our Own, an episode of Grace Under Fire, an episode of Living Single.
Living single.
And then he did his first movie called A Bucket of Blood.
Whoa.
Nuh-uh.
What a weird
A horror
decision.
movie.
Yeah.
I
He's
thought his
credited
first-
as young man, so he obviously
Okay.
wasn't a significant
I
role
thought
in
his
it.
first movie was Night at the Roxbury, but I was wrong.
Well, there's more.
Okay.
Well, that was based on an SNL sketch.
That was?
Night at the
Night at the
Roxbury.
Roxbury was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. With Chris
I mean,
Kattan.
that might be his first big one. We'll see.
Sure.
His next movie was a movie called Men Seeking Women. He was in Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He was
Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Yes. So, do you know what year he joined SNL?
95.
1995.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. What year was Austin Powers?
1997.
Okay, so he was already on SNL
Yeah,
at this
for
point.
2 years. I'm not dead. I'm just very
Severely
badly burned. Somebody.
Okay, I remember
That's
like
pretty
in that
good.
first movie,
Yeah.
like that part. I remember like I didn't realize it was Will Ferrell until years later.
Oh yeah, I was the same way.
But like
Yep.
it's so funny.
It is funny. It is funny.
After that, he was in an episode of Cow and Chicken, and then an episode of
Mama
Angry
had a
Beavers.
chicken. Mama had a cow. That's so.
Was it a?
They're
cartoon?
animated.
Cartoon.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, both of those. And then A Night at the Roxbury.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
thought that it was pretty like early in his career.
So yeah, that was based off of a SNL sketch.
Right, where they were just two like Guidos or
Idiots.
something like that, Italian dudes that just shook their head.
Yes.
Honestly, that's like so iconic.
What is love?
If that song
Yeah.
comes on, you
Yeah,
know you'd
right.
be moving your head to the side.
Well, this is what's sad is we will, but would somebody who's 20 right now do it? They would have no
if
idea.
you do it on TikTok, they will too.
That's fair.
God.
That's fair. They're already starting a trend right now
fucking
with it.
TikTok.
His next movie was called The Thin Pink Line.
Okay.
Never
It
heard
was
of
not rated, and it got a 3.7 on IMDb.
Ouch.
I imagine it wasn't good.
Sorry, Willie.
Yeah.
He was in an episode of Disney's The Hercules.
The Hercules.
Disney's Hercules
Oh really?
show, and then
Not with Kevin Sorbo.
no, this was animated,
Oh, okay.
so it was like on the Disney Channel. The Suburbans,
Never heard of it.
Passed on that one apparently.
an episode of King of the Hill,
Okay, sure.
and then Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Oh, so he did two Austin Powers.
I think he was the same character.
Same character, yeah.
So he came back? Like he was like still alive?
I think
I'm
he
just
was.
very badly burned.
I have to remember. A part of me wants to say he was still down there.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Like Austin Powers is like running past him and he's still in the cage or something.
I wish I could remember.
Yeah. Okay.
He did an episode of a show called Happily Ever After, another
No.
animated one.
Oh.
He's trying to like shoot Austin Powers when he's like driving
Okay.
down the countryside and he falls down a cliff. His car like crashes down a cliff.
Okay.
And he'll be like, I believe my legs are broken.
Oh yeah, he does
I'm
the
going to try to stand
yeah,
on
he
them.
does the
And then you
same
hear, like,
skit
a-
again.
He's like, I'm going to try again.
That's oh, that's right. That's right.
Awful.
That's awesome.
And then he was in Dick.
I don't know that.
No. I know that one.
It's
It
about
was,
the president,
yeah,
right?
Is Matthew? Oh my God, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, is he in that one? Dick?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind.
Don't know it.
Nope. It has, let's see, who are the actors? Michelle Williams and Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah,
Two-
he's not in that one. Matthew Broderick is not in that movie.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. I know nothing.
They're trying to meet Richard Nixon.
Okay, got it.
I remember. I don't know. I watched it. Superstar.
Oh, dude, Molly Shannon, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my, she was on the top of the world when that came out too.
And
People
he-
thought her
again,
character was
another
so.
I was going to
funny.
say SNL. Yeah.
And her skit was that same thing, right? She was
Yes.
like that, like nervous,
Superstar.
goofy.
I think
it's
it's
so
stupid.
stupid.
He's obviously way too old to be playing the high school character he plays.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, the only thing
Like
that was
30-year-old
funny,
man.
yeah, the only thing to me that was funny about that movie was that all of the characters are obviously way too old to be playing the characters
Yeah.
they're playing.
I just put them in my armpits like this and smell them like that.
But it's like
that's the only thing anyone ever remembers from that movie.
that's
I remember
another
when
one,
she was like talking to the tree all sexy.
making out with the tree.
Uh-huh.
It's another one like Night of the Roxbury where I don't think it holds up.
Yeah.
It probably is so
Yeah.
bad now.
Yeah.
It's been 20 years since I've seen that movie.
His next movie was Drowning Mona.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
I haven't. Yeah,
I'm
I
the
feel like
same
it
way.
sounds familiar, but I haven't seen it. He did an episode of Strangers with Candy.
would.
And then The Ladies' Man.
What was the?
That was with Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Covathier. And not, again, another SNL sketch.
Yeah, it was right because Tim Meadows' character was that guy,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
I watched it. It was funny, but like, I was way too young to understand the joke.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Then he was in Jane Silent and Bob Strike Back.
I don't remember his character in that one.
He was Federal Wildlife Marshal Will and Hawley.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm gonna get some hate, and you know what? I don't really give a shit.
You never
haven't
seen
seen
Jane
him?
Silent Bob?
I have seen all
You've
the
seen
Clerks,
Clerks,
movies.
yeah.
I have seen Dogma, which you could kind of
Yeah. You've seen Mallrats.
I've seen Mallrats.
Right. So you've seen them as their cameo
I am
characters
not
or their
huge
side characters.
Jay and Silent Bob fans.
Sure.
I'm not a huge Clerks fan.
People are running to our comments right now.
Honestly,
Saying the worst
out of
things.
all of those, my favorite is Mallrats.
Mallrats was great,
Yeah,
man.
like-
Stan Lee was in it. I thought Jason
Yeah.
Lee's character was funny.
I love Jason Lee. Holy shit, you're Stan Lee!
Yeah. So is the thing like rock hard everywhere?
After that, he was in 2 episodes of Family Guy.
Okay.
And then Zoolander.
Wow. So
Oh,
he's
yeah, he's
still,
Mugatu.
aside from Night at the Roxbury, he still has not had a lead role.
Right.
He's a
Yeah.
side character, and even Night at the Roxbury, he's bare. You know, Chris Kattan kind of carried that movie more than Will Ferrell did, I think.
They were a duo,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah, but still, like he had yet to do like his own piece, his own movie.
Zoolander. I do not like Ben
so
Stiller.
hot right now. I know you don't like Ben Stiller.
I think he's stupid.
I think there were some good Ben Stiller movies. There absolutely has been. Something About Mary was so good when it came out.
I can't deal with how cringy that movie is. I can't do it. I can't have secondhand embarrassment for other people. But I will say, like, Zoolander, like,
Yeah.
one time through is funny.
Sure.
Like, the jokes are funny. Like, the part with David Duchovny is like the hand model. It's funny.
Dude, them spraying gas on themselves.
Yes,
it's
yes.
fucking hilarious.
It's so stupid.
It is really stupid, but you don't think it holds up?
Okay, I think it holds up a little better, but like the whole like, what is this? A school for ants? Like, it's funny. Like,
I still think it's funny.
stupid and it's funny, and some of that stuff still holds up.
Yeah.
If somebody were to tell me like that's my favorite movie, I watch it all the time, I'd be like, oh, we will not get along.
Oh, we're not best friends now. All right.
But I mean, for what it was, I think it's funny.
What year?
2001.
Okay. Damn, dude. So we got 20 years
20
of
years.
films coming up.
And wasn't that one I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was his
He was
first.
Mutato or
Mugatu.
Mugatu.
I feel like, and then the fashion was derelict, where it's like homeless people. I feel like that was where he really starts to like, oh, now he's a star.
Oh yeah, because you
I
would see
feel
him
like-
in some of this stuff and be like, okay, I know Will Ferrell now.
And I don't have any evidence to suggest that. I
Yeah.
just feel like after that movie, I started to see him a lot more.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
His next stint was animated The Oblongs.
Okay, I love the Oblongs.
I don't remember that show.
I don't think I ever saw it.
So it was Adult Swim.
Okay.
It's about like these like kind of freaks people, and they live on like the mutated part of town, and like he has no arms and no legs, and then his wife is like weirdly
What?
lanky.
It's
and then,
animated?
Yes,
Okay.
the son
I missed this.
has like a weird thing. All the kids are weird. They're all weird. But they are normal people, right? Like,
Yeah.
it was just an Adult Swim show about a weird family, and it was funny, and he was the dad. And
Missed it.
I don't know how many seasons it got.
Just one. It's 13,
Okay, I was
13
gonna say,
episodes.
I feel like it was only one.
Yeah, I'm like looking at Ashley's face. She had not seen this at all.
I like it, but it was obscure.
Yeah.
Moving on.
After that, he did an episode of Undeclared. He was
okay.
uncredited in Boat Trip.
Okay.
And then he did Old School.
That's where he. No, even
We're
then
going
he's.
straight guys!
Is he the lead role in that one?
Luke Wilson
Yeah,
is the main character,
yeah.
but he's like one of the 2 side characters.
Right. See, but he's still not a star yet.
But but Old School, I'm talking about the right movie, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're crazy, man.
You're
I
so
like you, but you're
crazy,
crazy. It's hit
girl.
with a tranquilizer dart,
So,
right?
but that, when I think of that movie, I think of Will Ferrell parts.
Sure.
I only think of like a couple Vince Vaughn parts, but like he had so many quotable moments.
Yeah,
where
he was
he's
he was pretty
Frank
crazy.
the Tank.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he's running down the
right.
street naked.
Right.
And then the thing, you're so crazy right now. And then like, you're my boy Blue. I love this movie. I've seen it a ton of times.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
So you're right. You're right though. That was a pretty good.
I've
like,
never seen this movie, but I've heard all the quotes that you're saying.
She knows all these
so
lines.
it's like,
If truthfully you like Anchorman, I think you'd like this one.
yeah, you
probably.
probably would.
It's stupid, but
Yeah.
it's really funny.
after that, he did an episode of The Guardian, and then he did Elf.
See, so I just watched this, the documentary movies that made us, and they talked about Elf, and they were saying that Will Ferrell had not actually been a star character, so they were scared to cast him in the film as the main dude.
So this whole time where you're pointing out that he hasn't been a star character in any of these
was
movies,
waiting for it.
you were just building up to this moment where you could reveal you've already known that Elf was his first one.
Yes. So
Nailed it.
nailed it. Got it. Goddamn detectives in this room. No, but what they were saying was that 2 years before Elf came out, Will Ferrell was attached to the script, but they were basically waiting. The studio was waiting for him to be popular enough for them to like greenlight it going forward. And it was Jon
Interesting.
Favreau's like first like
Yeah.
comedy. Like he had done Made, which I haven't seen Made. It's like him and Vince Vaughn.
No.
But he ended up doing ended up doing Elf, and he struck gold. Like that film to this day is like one of the best Christmas movies
watch it
ever
every year.
made. So
It's hard for me because it's one where I get tired of people quoting it, but every time it'll come on TV, I'll watch the whole thing.
Andy gets really mad when I go, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I don't think it's
He's
funny.
like, "Stop.
I've never thought
Just
that part's
stop."
funny, and she does it every time, and it's like it's becoming more and more unfunny.
I love it.
Stop! Just stop.
I think
doing
he
it.
carried that movie. I think it was believable, like
Yeah, sure.
that he was legit an elf from the North Pole.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
It was great, and
It's
it was
great.
Zoe Deschanel's like one of her first roles too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she sang in it,
Yep.
which was cool.
That's
like,
why they casted her. They said that she was a
Well,
good singer.
Well, and then even like Peter Dinklage is in it. And,
yeah,
Yeah,
like-
Ed Asner as Santa.
uh-huh.
And then James Caan plays the perfect like straight man to Will Ferrell's crazy
Yeah,
guy.
right?
And, honestly, no, it's great. And then it's one of those ones where there's a reason it's still insanely popular.
Yeah.
It's because it's great and it's kind of timeless. Like,
What year did it come out?
2003.
So it's been almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, there's a reason it's still the Christmas movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's in the top. I would say it's in like the top 8.
That's
that,
fair.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see every year at Christmas. There's something Elf.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
So now he's got to skyrocket from here, right?
Yeah.
Straight to Starsky and Hutch.
Who was he in Starsky and Hutch?
He was uncredited.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say like this is that's when Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson decide they're best buds for every movie going
Okay.
Yeah.
forward.
What I really meant was straight to Anchorman.
Oh,
All
there you
right.
go.
See, okay, when you said Elf, I didn't know Andy's little factoid, but like, I thought Elf came after Anchorman.
Me too. Yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
Maybe they were so close though at release, or
what are
or
the
is this like
years?
is this the same year?
2004.
Oh, so it was the next. It was the next year.
Yeah.
I wrote it in my journal that night.
Uh,
3 movies Ashley loved when we first got together. Frickin' Garden State, Aladdin, and Anchorman. And those are the 3 movies she had on her shelf and all she ever watched, so she knew the shit
Every
out
night.
of Anchorman.
Every night.
She loved Anchorman.
Anchorman's hilarious. Like, it's so funny.
It's so good.
Like-
Ron Burgundy.
It's
And-
so quotable. There's so many quotes.
Oh yeah, and
And so many great characters.
And I remember, like, when I was in high school, it also happened with Napoleon Dynamite, but, like, that was one of the movies that people just quoted nonstop.
Oh, you're right. I bet that's when that was popular, huh?
Yes. And honestly, though, like, everything's funny. Like, Paul Rudd's character's hilarious.
Yeah.
Steve Carell's character's hilarious. Like, all of the side people are wild. And then
Oh, yeah. Christina
Applegate.
Applegate. Yep.
then you have, like,
Find it.
the
You'll find it.
the brawl in the parking lot between the different
and like all the different
channels.
cameos.
Look
Yes.
at the
different
glorious
channels, yeah.
rainbow. Do me on it.
And then like like Steve Carell's characters being like retarded. Like,
Oh, right.
Would you like to go
Like,
to the pants party?
yeah.
yeah, and then like
party in my
I killed
pants.
a guy. Yeah, I saw that. Like,
I love Lamp.
it's crazy.
Killed a guy on a horse.
And it's so funny, but it's like one of those. And then like, I'm not even mad. Like it's so funny.
I think it's going to be timeless. Like,
I
I
think
wonder
so.
if it'll hold up for like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, if it'll still be a great like one of those classic comedies to watch.
I feel like there's more quotes in this movie than lines that are not quotes.
Yeah, probably.
fair.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. The motto's always been when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night when everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And you know the night is always gonna be there anyway. Thinking that you're waking up at the time. Okay.
I was gonna go.
Whoop. Afternoon delight. And then they just get up and
I
like
love
finish
it.
their
Yeah,
day.
they just like bust into the song, and then the song answer is like, all right. They just move
Let's
on.
do it. I mean, it's great. It's such a great movie.
After that, he did a movie called Melinda and Melinda.
Missed it.
Yeah.
If I'm like,
definitely
if it's an
follow-up.
Anchorman, I'm not watching it.
Wake Up, Run Burgundy.
That's gotta be.
It was like a little short.
Anchorman
No, it was
thing.
an hour and 33 minutes.
Interesting.
What is this?
Wake up, Run Burgundy.
While Ron Burgundy's rivalry with Veronica Corningstone persists, a group of unprofessional thieves endeavor to make the truth known.
Was it like a side?
And it's an alternate film companion to Anchorman.
Whoa.
I know what you're watching tomorrow.
Yeah, damn.
Was compiled from dropped subplots and alternate takes.
Interesting.
So it was just like a special edition?
I wonder if it's like on the special edition of the movie, like the DVD.
We're gonna have to watch it. I've never seen this.
Huh. Interesting.
Freaking can sing the whole
Okay.
song, but we don't know this.
Wow, you call yourselves fans?
Yeah, idiots.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, right? Especially you, the 3 movies
Yeah.
you had
Wow.
growing up, and you don't know about this.
My bad. Then he did the Wendell Baker story.
Nope. But I remember
I
it.
remember the cover
Yep.
from Blockbuster.
What
Yeah.
does it look like?
It's got what? Owen
It's got
Wilson?
Wendell Baker on it.
Was
Oh,
it Owen
thanks.
Wilson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up, Amanda.
Okay, because I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson.
Ooh.
Wow.
Brothers.
A
Yeah.
lot of money spent on that
Yeah,
one.
real.
One's got
Real
a
big
nose
cast.
and one's got a schnoz.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
we know which one is which.
Yeah. Which one's
After that, he did Kicking and Screaming.
Oh, the soccer movie that I always forget he's in.
It was funny once.
I feel
Yeah.
like this is where like the dumb sports movies start.
Oh, that's when he was like, you know what? I'm going to write my own screenplays and I'm going to get studios to do it because they think I'm funny.
I don't think he wrote that one.
You sure?
I don't think I watched it.
I did.
I did.
I did. Not.
He did not write it.
Okay.
Hey, do you have a Wii U?
Cool.
I do.
Cool. I do.
But now Andy doesn't.
Yeah, I bought
know.
it. I
Now
bought
I
it from him.
After that, he did Bewitched.
I mean,
Wait, Bewitched was a movie?
yeah,
they made a
Nicole
movie.
Kidman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What
It
was his character?
wasn't-
Like the love interest or something in
He
it?
was like the husband.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely did not see that one.
It was a
Odds.
movie version of the show.
Didn't see that coming.
I watched it because my sisters wanted to watch it. I remember being like, "This is a movie." Like
Yeah.
it was
This is a
just kind
movie.
of like, okay.
Yeah.
I think just because of his previous stuff, I had expected it to be a hell of a lot funnier than
If,
it was.
if you're a fan of the old school, I wonder if you were just kind of like, meh.
I feel like the old show wasn't that entertaining either.
Don't tell
it
my
was not
sister
a
that.
it
My
was not a
sister loved it.
slapstick comedy.
No.
It was
Yeah.
kind of a cutesy comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next, he was uncredited in Wedding Crashers, and then
Oh, yep. I remember
and
that.
then he did a movie called Winter Passing.
No idea.
Passed
Nope.
right by it.
The Producers.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean it's the remake. He plays the German guy.
Isn't Matthew Broderick in that one?
Yeah, isn't he?
I know he is. It's a
Yeah.
joke because he
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
in the last one. I swore he was in.
Oh, I'm
no,
catching
the
on.
Producers is hilarious. Like the original is great.
Yeah.
Like
Wasn't the original Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, or was that not? Was that a different?
I don't know.
Okay, I know
don't know,
nothing.
bro.
I know nothing.
I can't
Jon
think
Snow.
right now, but it was good. It was good.
Then he did the voice of Man with the Yellow Hat.
Oh, and Curious George.
Oh, really?
How
Interesting.
curious.
I've never liked Curious George.
Next is Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
This is when him and
If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I like the Baby Jesus version.
Okay, this movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
great. This is when him and
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly literally they become
up,
the duo
yeah. Yes.
after that, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Shake it and bake it.
And then the kids are Walker and Texas Ranger.
Oh, it's so
and, like,
great, dude.
They're like, thank you, baby Jesus, for the blue Powerade. Like, it's so funny.
And Taco Bell. They have
And,
Taco
like,
Bell at Thanksgiving. or
That's
whatever.
another one where,
Yeah.
like, not as much as Anchorman, but so many of the lines are quotable.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so funny though. Like, think about that. A NASCAR movie turned comedy ends up being like a freaking
Huge hit.
like, yeah, it was great.
Is that
and-
the one where he's like, I drive a Dodge Stratus?
No,
What
that's
movie's
an
that?
SNL skit.
What?
That's an SNL skit.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's basically like this father.
I am
or-
important.
Yeah. He's like trying to tell his family he's as important, or he's telling somebody else that he is, and he keeps. I drive a Dodge Stratus.
I think in both he's sitting like at the head of the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it was SNL.
It's like as we're doing these, always on these episodes, I always think like, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta watch Anchorman again,
Yep.
and I gotta watch Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I gotta
again.
watch
I
Talladega
fucking
again
love that
because I
movie.
remember that was really good. It was.
Yeah.
Can't I just win once? He's like, no, you don't win. Oh, okay, I guess I can't.
I
like-
remember I watched it in the movie theater. And I remember like I don't think I had experienced to a point where like everyone was like dying.
the whole time.
Everyone
Say
was cracking
you love
up.
crepes. I won't do it.
You made me spill my macchiato.
I don't even really
Like,
know what crepes are.
Yeah.
They're just like small pancakes. Well, those are kind of good. I guess.
Yeah. It was so funny.
It was great.
Next was Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh,
I thought that was okay.
Is that like a
It was
focus
fine.
feature type of deal?
It was, I think it's based on a book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one of those where it's not really a comedy.
Yeah.
No, it
Kind of
is-
tries to
Right.
make it a
It's like
comedy.
a
and it's-
dramedy.
Yeah.
This was where he's like trying to not be silly Will Ferrell anymore.
Like not
Right.
typecast into that same
Yep.
role.
But then I
Yeah.
feel like he tries to do a couple movies, doesn't really work
He
out.
doesn't
and
have
falls back
dramatic
into it.
delivery.
No.
not
it's
the same
comedic
way.
delivery.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
He was on an episode of the Naked Trucker and T-Bone show,
Okay.
Missed it, but I should see it.
and then he did Blades of Glory.
Oh man! And the only reason they made that one is because John Heder
Just got popular for
off of
Napoleon, Dynamite.
and they were like, "Man, you guys are both great. Let's do a skating movie," and it was garbage.
Hated it.
Those guys had to know when they were making that film it wasn't going to be good. I mean,
Like I think this was one, and this is the start of like a couple stinkers in a row. I feel like, but like, I feel like this was one where they had like, oh man, you know what would be really fucking funny is if we get Will Ferrell and John Heder in like feathered hair
And
like
leotards.
weird leotards,
Yeah.
and they're grabbing each other's crotches. Oh man, that'd be so funny. And then that's what the movie's based on.
is it almost like that slapstick comedy was dead by then? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't
just
know.
think there wasn't enough there to make it even interesting.
No, I think John Heder can't act.
I think
Oh,
so
he
too. That's what I
cannot.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
If they had anybody else in that other role, it probably would have been better.
Right, he was great in Napoleon Dynamite because he was able to be awkward
Yeah.
this entire time. But like when it came to being a different character, you only saw him as Napoleon Dynamite.
There's
So,
a reason
yeah.
he's not around it.
I know he really tried to. Wasn't he on the Benchwarmers and some other?
Yeah,
crap
I don't
too?
know.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't
So
think he's interested.
to continue this, he did Semi-Pro next.
So that's what Amanda was
Stinker.
saying. Two
Yeah.
stinkers and
So I'm
semi-pro.
saying,
We
like the
watched
soccer
it.
movie,
I watched it.
ice skating,
Semi-pro
basketball.
was not funny.
It was
terrible.
boring.
I don't remember enjoying that one at all.
But it's the same thing where basically they're planning a movie around what silly outfit can we put Will Ferrell in today?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And they basically made him look like Larry Bird from the 70s with like
Right.
this juke fro.
right.
And it just was stupid.
I remember the outfits in that. Yeah, I agree. So can Will Ferrell come back after these two stinky pinkies?
He sailed right into Step Brothers.
Dude, okay, and like at that point, it was like I forgot about the two crap movies.
And that's the thing. Like John Heder, terrible co-star,
right?
who was in Semi-Pro. I don't even
Couldn't
know.
tell ya.
But then him and John C. Reilly, like, they are on the same level.
Easiest, my favorite Will Ferrell movie.
Well, and
Step Brothers is my favorite Will Ferrell movie.
it's not mine. No, mine's coming.
I know Amanda's.
Yeah. So, okay, I will say I've seen Step Brothers like once or twice. Like, I think it's great. Maybe I need to watch it again, but like, I don't know. They're almost too childish for me.
Oh, that was
where
probably
I have
the best.
Like secondhand embarrassment. For them.
Best part for me is literally them just being being grown up
There's
children.
so many quotes that just pop into my head.
Like the one part I do love is when like they're in the tuxedos in the interview and like, who's it? Hello, Miss Lady. Like hilarious.
That's hilarious.
The Pam situation.
The Pam
yeah.
situation. The look in your right hand deal. We say that all the time.
Can you make me a sandwich? You know, he's like trying to like
Hey, Mom,
check
can you
the
make me a
mom.
sandwich?
Yeah. Look at your right hand, Dale. He's like slowly looks down. He's got a whole sandwich in his hand. Like, just dude, some of the stupidest
Also,
stuff.
like, there's so much room to do activities.
Yeah,
There's so
but
much room for
they're like
activities.
I happen to know Cops isn't on till 4.
Like they're fighting, dude. They're fighting like two 11-year-old boys, and it's
Yes.
like the best. Like, I'm gonna fill your pillowcase full of bars of soap and build the shit out of you with you. Like he's literally like they're I don't know. And then when they start becoming friends, and he's like, Brennan, you can sing. You have the voice of an angel. Like. It's so great,
and okay,
so
like,
great, and the
I'll
brother,
watch it again, and like the fucking Catalina wine
yeah,
mixer.
and dude, the scene with the brother, and he like has them singing freaking "Sweet Child of Mine" in the car.
And he's getting mad about
yeah, and he's like 12 months of singing lessons, and this is all I get. Okay, I got to bring it back. Like, it's so good, man. I loved it.
All right, I'll watch it again.
I loved it, and honestly, at this point, I was respecting John C. Reilly a lot more.
Oh,
Like
he's
I was
hilarious.
like,
Well,
he can go toe to toe with Will
and
Ferrell.
There was a movie he was in, I think, before this called Walk Hard: The Dewey Cox Story.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right.
It's stupid.
It's not-
but
it's not as
so funny.
It was
The
like,
music in that movie
Yeah.
is incredible. Like it's so stupid. but
Brendan,
it's
why are you
really
burying me
funny.
alive? I'm still alive. So, dude, it's great. It's great.
Okay, so after that, he did a few things he's credited for doing George W. Bush, like SNL character.
Okay, yep.
And then he came out with You're Welcome, America, A Final Night with George W. Bush.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Is it like a long form comedic skit or?
I don't think it was a movie.
I didn't watch it.
Right, that's what
I
I'm thinking.
remember seeing it on the shelves at Blockbuster. I
Okay,
never watched it.
okay.
Yeah, I
'cause
think it was like
don't-
a special.
Yeah. And then he did Land of the Lost.
I love it. That movie.
It's not bad. It's not
It's
bad.
fine.
Yeah, I just
It's
remember.
not my
What, Danny
favorite.
McBride?
Was it one of them freaking like grinds down the dinosaur's tail, and I was laughing so hard.
Will
I was
Ferrell
so,
does it.
it was so dumb, but
Okay.
yeah.
It's stupid. It's definitely stupid. But I don't know. It's got enough like.
Do you say John C. Reilly's in that one too?
No,
No.
Danny McBride.
It's
Oh,
Danny
Danny
McBride.
He's Danny McBride. Yeah,
It's got enough of a silly action adventure kind of thing. I like it, but it's one of those ones I watch and I'm like, this is stupid.
right. Yeah, no, it
But I
wasn't a
enjoy
great.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't
a great
really care
film.
for Danny McBride.
So
Oh,
you
I
feel
think
like
he's
that's
fucking
what-
hilarious.
No, he's really funny. There's some. I mean, come on, the Princess,
Your Highness.
or Your Highness. You love that film, and that's Danny McBride as the star.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Okay.
But like,
Pineapple
but I
Express?
feel like
Yeah.
in a movie like Land of the Lost, where it has Will Ferrell and Danny McBride,
Yeah.
I don't feel like they mesh. I feel like
Oh.
they're two different.
Right. Or they're both looking for screen time for being
Yeah.
funny.
Honestly,
yeah.
it kind of worked because Will Ferrell basically plays like a nerd. Like he plays like a scientist
Yeah.
nerd.
Yeah.
And Danny McBride plays like a
Jockey type of
no.
dude.
He plays
Oh.
like a kind of trashy hillbilly who runs a like fireworks stand.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So like
yeah.
they're not making the same jokes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it kind of works.
Right. Probably me. See? Look at her. She's laughing.
Okay, he did an episode of SpongeBob.
Oh, all
He
right.
did an episode of Drunk History playing Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
I fucking love Drunk History. If you've never watched it, you gotta watch it.
He was in an episode of Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job.
Dude, okay. There's some stuff that makes me laugh on that show, but others I'm like, what am I watching?
I
right
hate that
now?
show.
Yeah, no thanks.
The hot tub's too hot.
And then he did The Other Guys.
That's my favorite Will Ferrell
Oh,
movie.
okay. Yeah, that was a great movie, and that's honestly the first time I saw that like Mark Wahlberg could kind of be funny.
He is funny.
So we talked about this movie in our Mark Wahlberg Street Cred.
Right.
So if
Go
you
listen
haven't
to
listened to that one,
it.
check it out. That movie, come on, dude. I could watch that movie over and over again.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It is good.
Mark Wahlberg, basically his comedic acting just consists of him yelling.
Yeah, he was just yelling the
It's
entire time.
so funny.
Yeah, this is true.
The whole like first 10 minutes of the movie is about The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson
Yep.
being better cops than anybody else.
Yeah, friggin' they're just like storming out of the building,
like
right?
driving
Jumping
a
out
Charger
of stuff. Yeah.
through a bus.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
this was the movie that I think we all watched the first time and it was fine.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, when we
grew on
lived in the
ya?
Marysville house, we put it on and we
Yeah.
all watched it and we're like, what the hell? Why have we not like
Yeah.
been into this movie? It's so incredible.
Yeah, there was
And I think we watched it again after that because
I'm
we
a
were just
peacock.
like,
You gotta let me fly. Like, it's so funny.
Yep. That's good.
Oh my god.
so then he did Everything Must Go.
That was another one,
It
just
was
like
depressing.
just
I
like
never
the
saw
history
it.
Like Stranger
of
Than
whatever.
Fiction. Just like Stranger Than Fiction.
The history of facts or whatever. it
Not a
was.
comedy.
Yeah.
Super depressing.
Yep.
Just
Never
Yeah.
watched it.
I didn't like it.
Well, that's really hard from an actor too. When you love them for their comedy portrayals, and then they try to like do a juxtaposition, and you're like, this is off. This is just not
Yeah.
right. I
Nine
get
times
it.
out of 10, I will tell you, and I've said it before in this podcast, comedic actors are great dramatic actors because
Yes.
they know
Yeah.
how to play with their emotions.
But not Will Ferrell.
Not Will Ferrell.
No, he can't do it. I don't know why. It's almost like you can't take him seriously.
You can't.
Like you think that even though he's acting in a serious scene, you're like, okay, when's he gonna break character and be a goof?
Can
Like,
you imagine if
yeah.
you knew Will Ferrell in real life and you're like trying to make a business deal with him?
Oh sure,
Like, I could,
yeah. And he's like
Yeah.
having a
No.
But is he being a jokester? Or is he literally like could be a serious dude?
I
in
don't
a
even know
conversation,
what
right?
he could be like as a serious
Right,
person. I
right.
just can't.
As
Like you
far
said, I
as I
can't take
seen-
him seriously.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't believe you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
After that, he did Megamind.
Oh,
Love it.
I thought
Such
Megamind
a
was
good movie.
great.
It's so good.
Yep.
It doesn't get enough credit.
No, it
Yeah.
Such a
got
good movie.
overshadowed by frickin' Gru and what was the
Oh,
other?
Despicable
Yeah,
Me.
Despicable Me, and another movie came out at the same time that was similar.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I feel that movie and Monsters vs. Aliens, I feel it came out kind of close together.
Uh-huh.
And they're both great.
Right,
Like,
right.
they're both great. But I think Megamind's a little better. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry, he did a bunch of like short stuff, so I'm just skipping past it.
Like animations, like short animated stuff.
No, just
Oh.
like a 6-minute thing. Like just
Okay.
don't ask
Sure.
questions.
Okay. All right. All
Don't
right.
undermine me. He did 4 episodes of The Office.
Oh, yeah. He was the guy who was trying to take over for Michael.
D'Angelo Vickers.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part. Is that later in the seasons?
2011, so
Yeah.
it was the
Okay.
third to last.
Okay.
Second to last. Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie.
Oh, okay. So went back to that.
Casa de Mi Padre.
Oh, I remember that one.
I don't remember this.
Isn't he?
Will you click on it?
yeah.
Can
Is-
we get a...
So, isn't it supposed to like make fun of Desperado, like that type of film? Yeah, yeah. He's supposed to be like a Spanish,
What's it? Can you tell me?
a
Yeah.
Spanish
I
hero.
feel like I've seen it.
Scheming on a way to save their father's ranch, the Alvarez brothers find themselves in a war with Mexico's most feared drug lord.
I have
Yep,
seen this.
yep.
He's like the stupid brother. He's like the one that everybody's like, no, he can't.
He gets in the way, but then he saves everybody
Yeah,
at the
he's the
end.
bumbling
yeah.
brother
Yep,
who ends
yep.
up saving everybody in the
That's
end.
right.
I remember it was stupid.
Yep. It was stupid. She gets so mad. It's stupid.
I believe you. He did 5 episodes of Eastbound and Down,
Okay, which is Danny McBride's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I don't watch that show.
No, you don't.
Then he did The Campaign.
What did he do in that? What's it about?
Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Who's in it? Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, now I remember.
They're both campaigning
Yep,
against
yep,
each
that's
other.
right.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Yeah, that's right. They're like bickering politicians.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was not. It wasn't funny.
It was fine. It was.
I think it had its moments, but it wasn't near anything close that Will Ferrell had done
Yeah.
that was top
Yeah.
tier.
He did 3 episodes of 30 Rock.
Okay.
Oh, he's a character. He's in this. Okay, so this is actually funny because I fucking love 30 Rock. So his character is like, they're coming up with new TV shows, and there's one. It's called Bitch Hunter, and it's supposed to be like in the theme of like Dog the Bounty Hunter, and he's Bitch Hunter, and he like
Bitch
kicks in the
Hunter?
door, and he's like, "What's up, bitches?" And it's like, and then it's like, "Bitch Hunter." It was really fun.
Okay.
Fucking 30 Rock, dude. I love
Had to be
30
there.
Rock.
Had to be there.
I love 30 Rock.
He was an uncredited mattress salesman in The Internship.
Missed
Okay.
that one too.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
And then they did Anchorman 2.
Sucks, man. It sucks because you can't live up to the originality of the first one and the jokes, and you try to just regurgitate the same stuff, and it all falls flat because people are looking for something original, and what they get is the same movie not done as well.
Well, okay, so speaking as someone who didn't want to waste the time to watch it, I remember being like, number one, they waited way too long to make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They waited 9 years to
Yeah.
make
And
it.
I
it's a
remember
long
thinking,
time.
like, because people weren't happy with it, because they were like, it's not funny. And I'm like, well, what did you want? So this is a movie that people quoted for years.
Yep.
And it's like, do you want the same movie? Or do
Right.
you want a new movie?
Right.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can't. Nope.
So, like, I know a lot of people were really unhappy, and honestly, it looked dumb. Like, I didn't even bother.
Right.
It was dumb.
Sure. Well, I remember there being some winning parts. Like, I think the news crews all fight again in like a huge war this time instead of just a back alley
yeah.
brawl.
Because every time we do an episode of Street Cred, they show up in freaking Anchorman 2.
Yeah. Right. That's right. Every single person.
They all do.
Yeah, freaking awesome. But then also, what is the story? Is it more about Veronica this time? Like instead of him?
With the 1970s behind them, San Diego's top-rated newsman Ron Burgundy returns to take New York City's first 24-hour news channel by storm.
Honestly, I have to rewatch it. I don't remember enjoying the
I
film at all.
I lost so much interest in it, like as I
Yeah.
was watching it.
Yeah.
Like
I
don't even know I
I
finished
might
it.
have seen that movie one time and never a repeat. So if I have
Yeah.
to rewatch it again.
Yeah. Okay, I hope you guys know what these are because there's 4 of them,
Okay.
and I don't know how long they are because it doesn't say. But the first one is What Happened to My Fembot with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
And then there's What Happened to My Ray Gun with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
And then there's What Happened to My Jetpack with Will Ferrell. And then What Happened to My Food in Pill Form with Will Ferrell.
Okay, so
How long are they?
Doesn't tell me.
Fimbot was in Austin Powers. Bring into
Yeah,
Fimbots. Is that have anything to do with it?
What happens if you click on it?
It just says the plot is unknown at this time.
Interesting. I wonder if they were like on like Funny or Die sketches or something.
I don't know.
Oh, because he was the producer on that website for a long time,
Well,
right?
No
that
idea,
was
but-
a credit that I skipped
Yeah.
past. He was 2 episodes in Funny or Die Presents.
Okay. So it could
So
have
this
been
is
something
outside
along
of that. I don't.
I
If
don't
anybody
know.
knows what these are,
Yeah.
please tell us.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
I
do
don't
There's
some
know.
search
no
on it.
information on them.
Cool.
Anyway, he's credited as scientist.
What years are these? Sorry.
2014.
Okay.
I don't know. Next, he did the Lego Movie.
Oh, yeah, so good. He's the villain,
So good.
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
I love it. I love that movie.
Oh, he's the villain and he's the dad, right? At the end?
Yes.
Yep.
The Man
I-
Upstairs.
Yep.
They're great. I mean,
Yeah.
especially the first
Everything
one.
is awesome.
Like, and then how like these coveted parts of their civilization are like the cap to the super glue.
yeah,
and, like,
right.
The Band-Aid and
It's
stuff
so
like
good.
that, and it's like, the Band-Aid, and it's hilarious.
It was really well done. I was so pleased with those
I
films.
love the Lego movie. It's
The-
so good.
The spin-offs too. Batman, freaking
Oh my god,
awesome.
Lego
Yep.
Batman movie any
Yep.
day. I
Yep.
love it. And Lego Ninjago movie. Have you watched that?
No.
Fucking funny.
Really? Okay.
There's this character and his name is Lloyd and his dad calls him Lloyd, and then he was because his dad's a bad guy and that's not a secret, and so he they're in an argument and he was telling the dad you missed my whole life, you ruined my life, and he goes, how could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
Oh yeah, no, I think I think I have seen some of that.
It's so funny.
Okay.
They're great.
After that, he did a show called The Spoils of Babylon.
Nope.
I got nothing.
He was the Shah of Iran.
Okay.
And
I'm
I guess
sure
it was
that
a
wasn't
comedy. It
offensive
had
at all.
Tobey Maguire and Kristen Wiig. I
No.
do not know what this is.
I do like Kristen Wiig,
I
but
don't like her.
why?
Weird. I find her annoying.
Let's party.
It's that she's always kind of like I don't
That's
like
always been her character
like
on
it.
SNL.
He did an episode of Welcome to Sweden.
it. My favorite show.
And then he did Get Hard with Kevin
Okay,
Hart.
not bad.
Oh.
Not bad. But I do know Kevin Hart was in his stardom during that time,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like they work well together.
Is that where Will Ferrell has to go to a park and be like, you want some of this beef? Yeah.
I never watched it.
Goes up to a bunch of gangsters in the park or something like that. Yeah.
It's worth a watch. A Deadly Adoption.
What?
Big miss.
It was a drama thriller
Ooh, nope.
with
What?
Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig.
See? Let's get
That's
ready to
gotta be
party.
the hell.
I really want to see this now.
All right.
Because it's.
It's not very
Oh,
long
wait, I
ago,
just
from
need
like
to show
5
you.
years ago or so. Right?
I just need to show you
Wait,
the
so
cover.
it's Will Ferrell.
Nope. Got
And
nothing.
it's not listed
Wait.
as a comedy. It's listed as a
It's
drama
Lifetime
thriller.
movie.
Wait a minute. Who is that on the front cover?
It's Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell and
Kristen
Kristen
Wiig, and it's a
Wiig.
Lifetime
With a
movie.
beard and
He's got combed
That
hair.
looks fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? It sure does.
A Deadly
The
Adoption.
birth of a plan gone wrong.
I'm gonna
Are you
watch
sure
it.
that wasn't a comedy, making fun of the
There's
Lifetime?
no way
Wait,
this is
can
real.
you read the plot synopsis,
Is
please?
his a whole IMDb just made
no,
up?
it can't be those two comedians doing this movie. It has to be a joke
Or is it like
some.
is it like they thought it would be funny to make this movie and they made a real movie?
and they're just
Probably.
like,
I'm gonna watch the
oh
trailer
shit,
later."
we actually just made a
A
drama.
Deadly Adoption.
It didn't work good.
He has so much stuff on here that I've never heard of. Then he did a show called The Spoils Before Dying.
Nope.
Okay.
I would say I haven't followed Will Ferrell's career the last 5 years or so. So
Also with Kristen Wiig. This is in the same vein as The Spoils of Babylon, it seems
Okay.
like. I don't know. He did an episode of Last Man on Earth, and then he did Daddy's Home.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
I
where.
never watched that.
How did you not watch that? If you love the other guys and you liked both
Yeah.
of
I
them,
think I meant to watch it. I just never did.
you probably
you
would
should watch
enjoy
it.
You probably
Yeah.
would
Okay, I'll
enjoy it. Again, Mark Wahlberg, funny. It's
I
a
know.
good. It's pretty good. And that's the first one.
That's the
and
first
then
one.
the
that's
second
right.
one, their dads come to town or something.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
freaking Mel Gibson
And
as
John Lithgow.
And John Lithgow, yeah, and he's making out with John Lithgow. He's like, "Hi, Daddy." That's so messed up, but
No, I want to watch this one again. I feel
Yeah.
like it was pretty good.
yeah, Daddy's home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And Will Ferrell has a smoking hot wife, and he doesn't
Mark
know
Wahlberg
why.
is the ex-husband.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
So they're competing to be the better dad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Then they did Zoolander 2.
Oh God, that's another problem of waiting too long.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
way longer than
bother.
Anchorman.
I bet Ben Stiller was like, what have I done in my lifetime that people appreciated?
Zoolander.
His last attempt to
Be relevant.
Well,
Yeah.
and even then, Will Ferrell's barely probably in it as a main role, right? Because he's still.
Well, Mugatu wasn't
Yeah.
a huge role. He was
Right.
kind of
He's
the
in it for
bad guy,
15
but-
minutes or something.
Yeah, I
Total
don't
for
know.
20 minutes maybe, but.
Yeah. He did a couple of episodes of the Jim Gaffigan Show.
Gim Jeffigan.
An episode of Throwing Shade. An episode of Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. And then The House. I never saw this. Amy Poehler.
No. Comedy?
Yeah.
Wait, I remember seeing ads for that. I think they're a couple and their kid goes off to college or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. What's the plot?
I'd watch it though. I like Amy Poehler.
After
I think
the
she's funny.
town takes away their daughter's college scholarship, a couple start an illegal casino in their friend's house to make the money
Oh,
back.
I remember trailers for this, but I never did see it. Yeah. Okay.
Then they did Daddy's Home 2.
Right. And again, it's okay. It was one
Yeah.
of those sequels that aren't. It's not that bad.
No,
It wasn't like a flop compared to the other one, but it was okay.
Yeah. He was in 6 episodes of No Activity.
No watchy.
He was in 140 episodes of Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
Dang. Because he comes back and does guest appearances all the time, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I know he's hosted it a couple times.
Yeah.
He was an episode of I Love You America. Holmes and Watson.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Absolutely
Terrible.
Garbage,
Trash.
right?
So
yeah, I
bad.
haven't seen it. I haven't seen
watched it. I watched it
And
because I love Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I love.
And John C. Reilly.
And I was
Right.
like, oh, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And then I
like
was
those
so
guys are back.
bad.
What was
I
the
knew it was going to be bad.
Just
I didn't
fell
think
flat,
It was gonna
not
be
funny?
That bad. So their accents are terrible.
Yeah.
The story is boring.
right.
And the story's boring and they went too far with the characters.
Okay.
The jokes go too far.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they go past the point of being like, into like, oh, okay, stop.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the joke's done. Like
Yeah,
quit.
sure.
Yeah. So don't watch it, anybody.
I could probably pass.
Yeah. He did 2 episodes of Drunk History.
Oh, so back to that.
Again. The Lego Movie 2.
Oh, right. Okay.
Lord business.
President Business.
Yeah, whatever.
Short. A couple episodes of Jimmy Fallon.
I was gonna say we're close to the.
An episode of
current
Seth
time,
Meyers,
right?
an episode of Stephen Colbert, an episode of James Corden, 3 episodes of Conan, and then Zeroville.
Nope.
I've never heard of that.
Anybody? Nope.
No Zeroville.
He was in Between Two Ferns, the movie.
Oh, okay. I never saw that, but I thought some of his
sure it's
interviews were funny.
Next movie was Downhill. Skiing.
No,
He did a movie about skiing.
I've seen this trailer.
it's comedy though.
Yes.
It's just
Okay.
him trying to make more movies
It's
about
him
sports.
and Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh,
Oh,
already sounds lame.
No? Okay.
sounds boring.
He was on Impractical Jokers, the movie. Eurovision Song Contest. The
Dear
Story
Lord.
of Fire
Great.
Saga. This was a Netflix one.
What happened these last
Oh yeah,
5 years?
he acted in the music video.
Okay.
He was in the music video. I think so was Kristen Wiig
What?
for the Eurovision.
It was a whole movie.
I know, but it was like a music video thing. Like,
Music video thing. It was in you.
a movie / music video. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm aware of that.
I'm confused about what you're saying about this music video.
Wait, what's this one called?
Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing that because he has the long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing clips or something.
Yeah.
From it. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the song contest, it's real. Like, the Eurovision Song Contest is real. Like, it's a real reality show thing.
Okay.
And then, if I remember correctly, which I could be wrong, I think, the winner, he was in the music video for the song.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know for sure. I just
Gotcha.
think,
I gotcha.
I believe you.
I mean,
We're going to say it's fact.
I
'cause you
don't
said
believe
it.
you.
And once we post this, it'll be on the internet, which means it's real.
Then it means it's real.
He was in 3 episodes of Jimmy Kimmel Live, and then 8 episodes of The Shrink Next Door.
never heard of it.
It is an Apple TV show with Paul Rudd.
Interesting.
I mean, I'd watch it. I like Paul Rudd a lot.
I'd watch it just for the fact it's Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
Catherine Hahn,
Yeah.
but I don't have Apple TV, so
Damn.
well, that's where we're at, folks.
Does he have anything upcoming?
Let me see. I have to change the filter.
I mean, I know it's
Oh.
hard with COVID and stuff. Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
don't really have anything upcoming.
You
but-
see, and I don't know if stuff was filmed before COVID and now it's being released, or they were doing tight productions.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
with COVID restrictions and stuff, and now those films are coming out.
So
but-
next year he has one called Spirited,
Okay.
The Prince of Fashion, a movie called Fruitcake, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared.
I'd watch it.
That's the name of a movie.
Yep.
All right.
There's an untitled Will Ferrell and Jason Momoa project.
Okay.
There's an untitled Shakespeare project.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Russ and Roger Go Beyond.
Okay.
American Huckster.
Wow.
The Legend of Cocaine Island.
He's got a lot in the works here.
Ice Pack. And Everything Is Coming Up Profits.
That's freaking 10 films that
That's a
are
lot.
not released
Wow.
yet. Normally an actor has like 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3
Yeah.
that they're like.
Spirited is a musical version of Charles Dickens' story of a miserly misanthrope who has taken on a magical journey. So next Christmas, I'm assuming,
It's got to
Wow.
be
Okay.
it's the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. All right.
Interesting.
Well, Will Ferrell, thank you for some awesome films. Thank you for stuff I've never even heard of.
Well, one thing I think is hilarious with Will Ferrell is this ongoing quote unquote feud with the drummer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, that's so
I've not heard about
awesome.
this.
He
Oh,
looks
it's great.
just like him.
They look like brothers, man.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
If you've never seen the Jimmy Fallon episode where they both duel on the drums,
Yes.
it's so good.
Like
It's so funny.
they look like brothers.
They
Like,
literally
not
could be brothers.
identical.
Chad
No.
Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God.
Have
Right?
you never seen this, Ash?
No.
How have you
like
never
Will Ferrell
seen these
puts
two?
on a backwards cap. They look the same.
Wow.
Oh, it's fantastic. And you should watch the video where they both drum. Like, it's great.
And I think it's funny because I'm sure they're both tired of hearing about
Oh,
it.
yeah,
absolutely.
they are, but it's
But
still funny,
I
man.
I think it's funny that I feel like at this point they must be doing it for fun, just to be like, "Fuck you, man."
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Right.
It's so
Um,
good.
but
It's so good.
no, I think it's always, and I think one thing that's interesting is I feel like Will Ferrell does a lot of smaller stuff,
Yes, or like jumps on other people's projects real
yes.
fast. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, honestly, okay, I know we kind of talked about it. We'll come back to it. Whatever, blah 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 blah. Like him on SNL, like I grew up. He was on like my SNL, like
Right.
him, Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon, Horatio Sands. That was when,
Hot plates.
that's when I was watching it.
I loved Horatio Sands. He's one of my
He was
favorite.
so funny, and so like for me, I think Will Ferrell is hilarious.
Yeah.
And some of the fucking jokes he would do, like the more cowbell guy.
Oh,
like,
dude,
from the
fantastic.
Louis
He had
video.
everybody laughing so hard on
And
that set.
That's the thing
yeah.
is he would crack everybody else
yep.
up. And then the one where he comes to work and he's in like a white cutoff T-shirt and the America like spandex underwear.
yeah,
like,
that's right.
He's so funny. And his comedic
yeah.
timing is incredible.
Yeah, iconic characters for SNL. Like he's gonna be SNL like Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
And like honestly, just him as Alex Trebek is hilarious.
Sure.
So
R.I.P.
I can understand, especially during that time, how they were able to make so many movies and stuff because the cast was just on top of it.
Oh, that whole fantastic cast
Yes.
during Will Ferrell's like
Mid-90s,
heyday.
mid to
yeah.
late 90s is hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. But even the stuff Will Ferrell did in the 2000s, 2010s, like epic.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Step Brothers, the Talladega Nights, the freaking like
Anchorman.
Anchormans, dude. Like all of that stuff was just like banger, 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 banger.
But
so
I think it's also because
yeah.
I know we've talked about this a little bit. I think like 2000 to 2008
yeah,
was like the kind of zany comedies.
yep, it was, and
where
it worked.
Kind of anything could go.
Yep.
And it was just kind of whatever, as long as it was just funny, it worked.
Yeah, I just rewatched 21 Jump Street. Like, it's fantastic,
so
right?
funny.
Like, it's just perfect. Like, it's great. Yeah.
So I think Will Ferrell was getting popular at the perfect time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is a reason why he's still popular, even though he's had a couple stinkers.
Yeah, I was gonna
You-
say these
You
last
have
5
to have
years
some
haven't,
stinkers though. Like you can't
been a whole lot.
have everything be good.
But you also can't be a star forever. Eventually,
No.
someone
Yeah.
takes over. They're funnier. They've got better timing for whatever this audience
But I
thinks
think
is funny
he's
now.
likable because I think he's genuinely a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that he's
Yeah, a good person.
actually is
Yeah,
a good person.
right.
But also his humor's not crass or inappropriate.
he's-
he's
that-
It's not
Yep.
at other
he
people's
doesn't-
expense.
Yeah, and he doesn't rely on like insults or anything like that to
Yep.
like grab a
He's
joke.
always been like almost pure of heart. Like,
yes, he's just
as
genuinely
person,
a
yeah.
goofy guy.
Right, right.
Like
but you never look at him as inappropriate.
Well, and I
Yeah.
think it's also hard because I think, is getting into the area now where I think he's getting a little too old to be as goofy as he is.
Sure,
And
yeah.
people still find it charming and endearing.
Right.
Like, now he makes these comedies, and it's like, dude, you're almost 60. Like,
Yeah, that's what's
come on
crazy, right?
Yeah.
To be almost 60 years old.
yeah.
Because what, he's like 57, 58, something like that. But
So I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
think it's interesting. Like, I mean, I'll continue to watch his movies if they sound interesting to me.
yeah,
But part of me also will just go rewatch the old stuff.
I'll put him in the bank as a thank you for what I've seen. But if he didn't make anything else awesome forever, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's
It's
54,
okay.
by the way.
Okay, 54. 54.
He's young.
Yep.
No, he's about as old as I thought he was.
All right,
But,
Ash,
no, man.
thanks for
That
giving
was
us
a
a
good one.
street cred. That Will Ferrell was a fun one.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Yeah.
good to go back down those films.
I like it when I feel like I've seen
Yeah,
a good chunk of their movies.
because sometimes we sure do not.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, missed it.
Amanda, where can people come shout at us?
Yeah, so come tell us how much you hate us at our Instagram at Real Awkward Podcast. If you have any actors or directors or anything you want us to talk about, let us know.
Yep.
Send us a message and just let us know who you want to hear us talk about, because we love suggestions.
Yeah, and if you give us a suggestion, we literally will do it if it's an actor that has a substantial.
yeah,
like,
you might
you know,
hear us say
yeah.
that we've never seen any of them,
Yeah,
but we'll do it.
we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah. But yeah, so come check us out at our Instagram.
Okay, we will see you later. Bye.
Bye bye.
Ta ta.